Everyone, welcome back to Aquarium Central. Happy Friday as always. Hope you and your fish been having a fantastic week. Fish did arrive a little bit later today, so apologies for a slight delay, but there's still some really cool stuff to have a look at. So stay tuned and let's see what's arrived for today. Starting out with a fun mixed bag of guppies here, we've got some assorted cobras. So mainly your reds and your greens, but some really nice pattern in lots of these actually. Beautiful, beautiful solid reds. So gorgeous, and actually some of the yellows too. So yeah, really nice assorted male cobras. That's a fun one to start off with. Another lovely live bearer, Dalmatian Mollies. Super classic, easy to take care of. Looks like there's one even sailfin in amongst this bunch, and it looks like a nice mix of your sort of dark Dalmatian and your light. So they're a really cool live bearer. Rather like those. Put them in to start temperature acclimating because it is a hot day. Not sure where you guys are at, but it is really hot in the sunny coast. What else? Another cute little guy. These are your sparkling gourami, and these keep on coming in. Awesome, awesome size. Now you might be looking at these and thinking, Katie, they look bloody tiny. Yes, they are a true nano species, but they get these beautiful shiny blue eyes and gorgeous sort of iridescent blue spots down the body as well. So really good size. Sparkling gouramis have just arrived back in. Whoa! And speaking of really good size little fish, check out the size of these. So these are your clown killies or clown panchaks, also known as rocket fish. You might not be able to see their true colour right now because they're a little bit stressed from travel, but the males of these got these incredible, it almost looks like a flame, the little tail that comes out the back of them there, and really cool stripes along the body. These are such a cool little fish, and wait till you see these in a tank. Love them. Do want to have a lid with those, like pretty much all of, your killies, but really, really cool. Looks like mainly males. But the males are sort of the more colourful of them. Ooh, okay, love these. I did post these in our little Halloween special video yesterday. These are your phantom glass ghost catfish. Such a cool see-through fish. And if you do get them in the right light, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see on camera, but they get this incredible, truly iridescent shine through that translucent body. So they're really strange oddball. Gorgeous whiskers on them, of course. Really, really cool fish to have. And they form these amazing, really tight schools as well. So when you get a good group of them, you find them all hanging out together and sort of shimmering those really cool translucent bodies. I absolutely love those guys. All right, another little cutie, pygmy Corys. So these ones are very, very small, but they're great for your nano tanks. Really cute little sort of cleanup crew on the bottom. Do you want to get a group of them, like any of your Corys? I'd recommend at least 6, but the more the merrier. But of course, being a smaller species, a lot easier to fit, a decent group of them in almost any size tank. All right, another classic. Gorgeous marble or calico bristlenose. And these are still proper little juvies, but really, really cool. Got nice little patches on them there. These almost look like a sort of an orange calico. So looks like they'll get lots of really, really good colour coming through. All right, I'm so glad we got a restock of these. I think they're such a cool fish. They're one that I hadn't even seen before I was working here. These are your African butterflies. And these are an African dwarf species. Really, really cool. They have these sort of lovely little stripes down them, even a few sort of iridescent little spotty blue-green patches. But I think the best thing about these is, yes, they are an African cichlid, but you can actually have them in community settings. So very, very rare for Africans, but they're much, much more peaceful and just a real little cutie. I have done a few videos on these, so if you do want to see them a bit closer up, I'll definitely have a look at those as well. See what else we've got going on, but bear with me. All right, some beautiful neon rainbows. These are stunning little rainbow fish, much smaller than many of the other varieties. And they get this really lovely blue shiny body. Males get sort of a cool red tail, and your females get a gorgeous sort of yellowy orange, but really, really pretty. The blue's not coming through too much yet for a juvenile, but that's all right. I promise you, they do go bright blue and they're really, really cool looking. All right, lots of cool nanos today. Bumblebee gobies, back in stock and available now. You can see where the bumblebee name comes from, of course. Beautiful yellow and black stripes all the way down the body. So I really love those little guys. I think the favourite thing about the bumblebee gobies, not only do they have that classic cute sort of bulldog goby mouth, they look like little grumpy faces, but you'll find them perched up in really interesting spots on your aquarium. They can get themselves sort of vertically up on the glass, just hanging out, or you might find them on top of a log, or really cool. I just love the behaviour, and they're super cool looking. So the next fish, we've got some really cool royal whiptails. I think we had the long nose come in last week or the week before, and these are your royals. So these get sort of a more prominent sort of pattern stripe between them, but of course that classic long whiptail, a little bit more of a sort of pointed triangular nose versus your true long nose or your falawellas or something like that. But still a really cool whiptail. I really do like those. I absolutely love these spiny peacock eels. So the peacock name comes from those really beautiful little spots on the tail there. And these are such a lovely species. They're actually quite peaceful, especially compared to, you know, actual eels. But really, really lovely. Decent size for the small variety, but they do get rather large quite slowly. But you can actually have a group of those together and they will actually happily, you know, live with their friends, which is really cool to see. And if you do get a few of them, put some little pipes in your aquarium and you quite often see them snoozing together, you know, all lined up, and it's really lovely to see. Oh, check out this beauty. Absolutely stunning peacock bass. Really great colour coming through already. I believe this is your lovely kelberry. How nice is that? Really, really good size. You can see the beautiful yellows, reds and green coming through. It looks like a bit of a feisty one, so we'll get that one out into some more space, but really happy to have those back and at a good size. Of course, still have some pretty significant growing to do, but good starting point. Lovely red Oscars. These are our 5 centimetre range, and you can see just how sort of thorough that red coverage is on these. So they're really lovely. Looking nice and healthy. Pooping a fair bit, as Oscars of course like to do, but they're not having too much of a sulk. So some lovely 5 centimetre reds. Or if you don't like the reds, maybe you like the red tigers. Some really nice patterns on quite a few of these. Really, really nice. And these ones will, of course, darken up and to be much more of an actual black base. And then that red really pops out. So really stunning Oscar. But the stunning Oscars just keep on coming. This one, oh, he is having a bit of a sook. Looks like a gorgeous chili. So really extreme red that comes through these, of course, on the lighter base. But can't see it too much right now, but once you get these under your aquarium lights, nice and happy and healthy, it's just absolutely incredible red, usually right up the throat there as well. So chilies are back in stock. Okay, but I think this is potentially the most exciting Oscar of the day. These sell so quickly every single time we get them. I'm sure we can probably see what type of Oscar this one is. Beautiful true lemons. So these are a really bright, bright yellow. This is a big sooky bulb as well, but really happy with the coverage of that gorgeous, bright, lemony yellow colour. And good size too, actually that one's come in. So just your solid lemons available, but we're really happy to have those back in. And it looks awesome. It's really, really nice. Oh, I missed one more little Oscars. One more little guy. Your albino reds in the 5 centimetre as well. So they're once again looking pretty lovely this week. Really nice coverage on these too. So you can see compared to your chili, these are sort of a not as quite intense of a red, but it will get a little bit deeper as they get larger also. And they're still just an absolutely stunning fish. So really nice little 5 centimetre reds back available. Okay, let's have a look at some smaller American cichlids. One of my favourites, you've probably heard me have a little bit of a gas bag about before, but I think they're so underrated. Apistogramma cacatoides. And these are true triple reds. Woohoo! Sometimes you do get sold triple reds and they're not exactly. But for your triples, of course, you want to have all 3, your dorsal, your tail, and your anal fins with that amazing pattern and colour. And I can definitely see that on these amazing, amazing fish. There's even at least 1, 2 girls available too. So really cool fish, not only to keep. Yes, your males are a little bit flashier, but your females still are beautiful. And during breeding time, your females go bright, bright yellow. They're just a really lovely fish to watch interact. Can have them in some community setups also. But amazing. I love your Apistos. Ooh, okay, if you don't like your Apistos, maybe you are a ram fan. Look what we got back in stock. Another one that sells so quickly every single time. You do have to be very, very speedy if you want to get your hands on some of these. But awesome, true black rams. Depending on the supply, they'll often get called your dark nights or your black nights or midnight blacks. But they're all variations of the true solid black coverage, not your blue blacks. And I think you can probably tell, of course, on camera with these. They're really, really nice. So very happy to have some of those back available. They were double bagged, so I couldn't really see if it looks like males and females going on, but really happy to have them regardless. Now we're going over to some catfish. Gorgeous stir-by. These get you really lovely spots all the way down the bottom. They do get quite chunky with age too, which I think is really cool. And beautiful orange pectoral fins, which comes out even more as they grow and mature. So they're a really cool catfish. I do like your stir-bys. What else do we got going on? Oh, okay, sorry. I missed a few little Americans hiding away. Beautiful rams. I'd say these are going to be your Germans. Looks like one massive one in the bunch that's sort of showing off that alpha colour, and then a few more juveniles. But I promise you, all of those are going to turn out absolutely incredible with beautiful blue spots down the body. Classic ram personality. What's not to love? All right, this is one that I am very excited about. I love these. They are an American cichlid. They are a mean American cichlid, but potentially one of the most beautiful. This is your Salvini. And these are your super red Salvini. So that's a colour variant. Let's see if we can show them a little bit more there. A really lovely sort of variation that gets even more strong red coverage through the belly. And you might not know this, it's not a common occurrence, I suppose, especially in cichlids, but this is one species where your females are actually prettier than the males. The females will always get more red through them, but this actually looks like it is going to be a male. But even on this beautiful male, you can see just sort of starting really lovely red scales coming through the belly. And these are only juveniles. So watch this space because these turn into incredible, incredible fish. They keep those lovely sort of iridescent blue spots, but they do go a lot more of a bright yellow in the body. And of course, yeah, that lovely red through there as well. Really cool American, but do not want to keep them with anything too peaceful, too calm, because they can be sort of little sneaky attack artists and they can do some damage, but they're really amazing fish to have. Right, now we're going to go back to some catfish. Lovely little pictus. These are rather small this week, but that's all right. They'll still grow into really cool fish. And these guys get beautiful spots down them. And the cool thing about these is the whiskers on them. I believe they actually grow even longer than their body length, which is kind of cool. So very intense catfish in terms of the whiskery appearance. But they're just really lovely. All right, now a tiny catfish. Tiny, tiny little catfish, your ottos. Awesome little workhorse, especially for, you know, your nano setups, but it does get in those little nooks and crannies and gets into the algae. Do want to get a group of these also. I'd recommend, once again, at least 5 or 6, and then you will sort of see them a lot more. It just helps them feel more comfortable, and the more comfortable they are, less stressed, you know, the healthier they are going to be. So, love your ottos. All right, what else do we have going on? Not a cichlid, but can certainly go with some cichlids. Awesome clown loaches, and check out how beautiful orange and thick and chunky these are. That's what we love to see with your clown loaches. Really, really strong colour, nice full bellies. They all look absolutely amazing. So really happy to have some more quality clowns back in stock. They will get rather large, your clown loaches, but they're quite slow growing. Another species, you do want to get a good group of them, but because they are so slow growing, you know, you do have a little bit of time if you're thinking, oh, I don't have, you know, a massive tank yet. Really cool. Or if you do need something smaller, you know, maybe you'd like your yo-yo loaches, or there's so many other amazing species of loach too. All right, some lovely danios. Another sort of classic. These look like your long fins. These are your gold longfin. Mainly zebra, but there is a stray leopard or two in the bag, which does happen from time to time, and that's always a fun one to catch out and put with the rest. But no, we do not mind. They're both absolutely beautiful fish, and that gold will come through a lot more solid as well once they're a bit more settled in the aquarium, so love to have those. I've only got one goldfish today, but really happy with these. There's still some amazing larger arandas, your yuan bows, calicos, tigers even. I still think we've got some left, a few pandas left. Or maybe you like your classic red caps. And check out the wens on these. Woohoo! Really, really nice wens. Looks like these have lost a tiny bit of oxygen in that bag, so I'm going to get those out straight away. But I promise that the red cap arandas are looking really, really good, even in that small size, and they're only going to get better. So very happy to have those. All right, and I do have some fighters also. Sorry, I haven't actually got them completely out of their bags yet. We're running a little bit behind today, but didn't want you to miss out. Here. Oh, some lovely female crown tails. We don't get your females too often. So a few different colours in your females. This one's really interesting actually, sort of almost coppery, peachy, sort of yellowy blue. And a bit of a mixed bag on this one. You can see exactly how these lovely ladies turn out. Cute little Dumbo or elephant ear, but the placat version. So placat tail, much smaller than your classic Dumbo tail, but they still get the really beautiful pectorals on them. Very, very pretty. Heaps of amazing ones in store as well. There's still some really nice koi floating around, maybe even a mustard gas or two, but they do sell really quickly. But so beautiful Bettas, plenty available, really nice to, you know, come in, have a look, you might fall in love with one. But thanks so much for joining me again today. Hope you guys are enjoying, and hope you and your fish have a fantastic week as always. Thanks everyone.